Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Sunset Tarot. Now, I was just looking at the green fluorite sphere and what I saw is a person trekking up a mountain. Now, it can be the person is spending time close to nature. It can be also a symbolic climbing of a mountain. So it can be a person who is spending time with nature, going on hikes and trekking through mountains. The other possibility is it's a symbolic mountain. And right now, some of you might be experiencing at this moment challenging situations wherein you feel like you are climbing up a mountain or it's an uphill climb. That's what is coming to me right now. For some of you, you are in a situation where you are somehow feeling like you are in an uphill climb. So try to see which resonates with you. For some of you, it's there might be a need for you to spend more time to be closer to nature, especially those who likes to go on hikes and mountain trekking. Now, let's try to see what is the tarot card reading for today. This is a general reading, so it is open to all zodiac signs. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now, the main energy is that of the devil, the card of the devil. The card of the devil shows maybe a certain addiction or a certain habit that is not beneficial for you, that you are having problem to remove. Actually, you've been into this kind of habit or maybe addiction or this kind of practice for quite some time that somehow you've grown used to it. In fact, it is influencing how people are looking at you at this time. Maybe for some of you, it is influencing the ability of people to trust you at this moment. For some of you, the ability of people, it somehow influences the opinion of people with regards to your capacity to perform. So it's really something that now that this card of the devil has arrived or has arisen in our reading, it's as if the universe is telling you that you need to address this situation or this habit or this addiction. It can be also an unhealthy relationship wherein there might be codependence or it's an unbalanced relationship or maybe you are also responding in the relationship in an immature way. Like for example, you might be too attached to the person or you might be taking advantage of the relationship, something like that. So for some of you, it can be also an unhealthy relationship. Now, whatever it is, the card has somehow is telling us you need to address this one because this, whatever it is that resonates with you, is bringing darkness in your life and it's preventing you from really feeling free. It somehow limits your freedom with regards to living life. It somehow hinders you from living life to the full at this moment. It's something that has been with you for quite some time. It's not easy to get rid of, but it's also not impossible. The mere fact that the card has appeared means that you can handle it. There's also that probability that you might need assistance from others, especially from professional people. If you feel there's a need for you to ask for assistance, don't hesitate to do so. Always remember, we are not alone. We can always ask assistance from others, and we can also ask assistance from the spirit realm. Now, let's try to see how this will further unfold. Well, you see here, we have here the Ten of Swords. You really need to close this chapter. So you see here, the darkness is still there. You need to close this one. You need to address this one so that the darkness will be replaced by light. So this is something that is somehow not very beneficial for you in your life that you need to address to, and you cannot delay it any further. You cannot procrastinate anymore. You need to address it, and you need to work on yourself or work on the relationship. For some of you, you might need to completely surrender to the divine so that the divine can change the situation. For some of you, you might need also to move to another place in order to free yourself completely from it. It's like you need to get out of the dark situation. You see here, this person is looking towards the sunrise. You need to look forward and not look back. Now, let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you. Well, you will need to really exert some effort, and you will need to use all your skills and your creativity. We have here the Two of Pentacles. Somebody who's trying to balance things. Now, you might need to balance or attain a balance in your life again. Somehow this dark part of your life, maybe a shadow part of your life, is causing an imbalance, and you need to recapture a balance in your life, because it's already affecting your life and even your inner disposition. When you look at the back of the juggler in the Two of Pentacles, the waves are already becoming bigger and bigger. And when you look at the juggler seems to be dancing and trying to balance things. Now, if you continue on doing like this, trying to balance things, you don't know until what point when you might lose control of the situation. So in a certain sense, you really need to address it in order to reestablish a balance in your life. So take how this resonates with you. We always have something in our life that we can improve on. So this is what we have for our Sunset Tarot. Let us now go to Insights at Twilight. For our Insights at Twilight, the message comes from Neil Gaiman, and the message is: fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragon exists or dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. So, when we try to relate it to our tarot reading for today, there is something in our life that we need to address. And it's something that has overwhelmed us or has dominated in our life for quite some time. It's going to take some effort to overcome them, but they are like dragons that can be overcome. They are like dragons that we can win over. We can beat the dragon. We can beat the devil habit that is somehow dominating our life at this present moment, or we can overcome the unhealthy relationship or situation that we are in. So the important thing there is to have the courage to face the dragon, to use our creativity so that we will be able to slay the dragons in our life. We need to recognize that it's there, that it exists in our life. It is only by recognizing that we need to address it, that it truly exists, that we will be able to start to find healing or start to find solution to the problem. As long as we constantly deny its existence, then we will not be able to move forward. So we need to recognize the presence of the dragons in our life and to believe that we can slay the dragons in our life. And we know need not have to be alone in facing these challenges that we have. Always remember, we can ask for assistance both in the 3D world and in our inner world. So, this is what we have for our insights at twilight and our timeless sunset tarot. I hope that it is helping you in your present life situation. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.